And what the Lord is asking from young people in answering His call, be a cheerful giver. Hindi lang ba
Masayang pag-ibig sa'yo, ka-Lovestruck Father Arnel. I am your ka-Lovestruck Je.
And I am your ka-Lovestruck Ladj. We are blessed for having you tonight, Father Arnel. Ayan po.
So, Father, ready na po ba kayo sa ating masayang kwentuhan?
Ready na.
Wow, grabe. That's the spirit, Father.
How about naman, Father, sa ating mga masasayang sorpresa? Ready na po ba kayo?
Yes. Sige, we'll wait for that.
Ayan, so hindi na tayo maghihintay. Dahil dyan, simulan na po natin ang ating Fast Talk. Kuya Je, take it away.
Yan. So, Father, ang aming masayang sorpresa ay ang Fast Talk. So, ayan. So, parang kinakabahan si Father. Hindi, joke.
Ako, may Fast Talk pala to.
Okay, ready ka na, Father?
Ready.
Father Arnel, Lords of Vespers.
Lords.
Mahal mo o mahal ka?
Mahal mo.
Basketball o cooking?
Both.
Iloilo or New Manila?
Of course, Iloilo.
Diocesan or religious life?
Religious life.
Yes naman. Very interesting ang mga sagot ni Father Arnel, Kuya Je.
Tama, grabe. Interesting nga, Kuya Ladj. So, kaya naman po, punta na tayo sa ating first question. Okay? So, Father, can you tell us something po about yourself and how did you discover your vocation?
I'm Father Arnel Panique from Oton, Iloilo. Now, before joining the Order of the Scots Carmelites, I used to work as a bookkeeper of St. Paul University of Iloilo for 6 years, while discerning for God's call. Actually, isang malaking inspirasyon ko of entering Carmel is St. Therese. Kasi when I was discerning, it was the same year na inideclare siyang 33rd Doctor of the Church in France. No? Tapos, Pope John Paul II was there for the World Youth Day, and it was there in Paris when it was announced. During that time also, I came across the 365 Days with the Lord for special edition. No? All throughout the year, may mga quotes ni St. Therese. So, I became more and more curious about her life. And a year before that, actually, I know St. Joseph the Worker Parish. At the same time, postulancy house yun doon sa Iloilo, kung saan doon ang start ng formation. But only after a year nga naka-umpisa ako punta doon, no, nag-attend ng search-in. So, ang unang encounter ko sa mga Carmelite saints actually is St. Therese. Ang pinaka significant na quote niya sa akin, I even used to question it before, when she said, everything is grace. At first, I had a hard time accepting it, no, considering my physical attributes. No, I have this physical defect. I was born with clubfoot, and I was only convinced of that words of Saint Therese. Everything is grace, only after my self-acceptance. No, self-acceptance really plays a very important role in our lives, especially in our decision making. Kasi the more na matanggap natin ang sarili natin, the more na mas maibigay natin ang buong-buo ang sarili natin, even with our limitations. That just in my case, even in the midst of my deformity, no, God called me to Carmel, no, to serve Him, to spend the rest of my life in His service.
Everything is grace, and when we look at that grace, makikita lang natin what can only see is beautiful things. And grace would brought so much joy in our hearts. And
yes.
Speaking of joy and love, no, Father, let's tungo po tayo sa ating second question. So, Father Arnel, how did you experience po the joy of loving as a religious? Naging madali po ba or naging challenging?
Ito, connected pa rin to sa self-acceptance. No? After that self-acceptance, ang naging epekto nito sa akin ay I became more and more positive in dealing with people and dealing with all circumstances of life, and even the way I interact with my brothers in the community or with people outside. Siguro isa sa mga gift ko, no? My flexibility. I can get along with people easily. Even, sabi nga nila, yung biruan namin, kahit saan daw marami akong kamag-anak. Kasi ilang tanong lang, matrace ko na agad kung kamag-anak ko. No? When I reach out to them, no, that way of loving, I share with them, no, my time, even my talents or whatever, no? Yan minsan, no, sabi, cooking. No, I love to cook. I cook for the community if I have the time. And parang with joy that I share to them, no, kung ano ang niluluto ko dyan sa kusina. And also, reaching out to them, no, young or old members of our community, no, that's with the spirit of joy na parang masayahin. Siguro, it's my innate nature to have that not just happy disposition but positive and happy disposition na so far hindi man ako nahihirapan, no? So at the back of my mind, no, ma-affirm man o hindi, basta I'm doing this, Lord, this is for you, no? I'm doing all these things and I offer this to you. So ma-recognize man ang ginagawa ko or hindi, I'm not bothered, no? Parang yung para kay Lord kasi inaalay mo lahat, no? You don't need human affirmations, no? Parang para kay Lord naman yun, kahit wala kang marinig sa ibang tao, okay pa rin, no?
Opo, tama po si Father doon, no, kapag para kay Lord, kahit wala nang sabihin yung iba, alam mo sa sarili mo na kapag nagawa mo kung anong gusto niya at magiging masaya siya, magiging masaya ka na rin para sa sarili mo.
And also, no, Father Arnel, naging ka-journey na rin natin siya for quite some time. And we too, no, have experienced yung jolly side of Father Arnel. And even in the social media, no, if Father has his TikTok in the vocation ministry, gagawin yun ni Father for the sake of promoting vocation and for the sake of guiding and journeying with young people.
Meron po tayong last, parang hindi siya question, pero Father, meron ka po bang pwedeng maipabaon to all our young people who are discerning for their path in life?
Yes, Father. Or we call it the masayang pabaon to our young.
Masayang pabaon. So, isang masasabi ko for those who are searching, no, just be open where God is leading you and don't be afraid. No? What I mean is, when God is calling you, like for as a religious, no, in the future, don't be afraid to answer God's call. Of course, there's always a risk, but diyan ka talaga susubukan ng Panginoon. And what the Lord is asking from young people in answering His call, be a cheerful giver. Hindi lang ba pinipilit mo sarili mo? Kasi parang dito ko nakikita siya, pero ang mukha mo naman ang bigat-bigat. Dapat as we answer God's call, masaya po tayo, no? Punong-puno ng buhay. That's why lagi nang inuulit-ulit ni Saint Paul nga, be a cheerful giver. Ganon din in responding God's call, no? That it is with joy, with excitement that you are pursuing this call. Walang pumilit sa'yo o napilitan ka na dahil wala kang ibang option, but ito po ang pinakamagandang option at desisyon na gagawin mo, ang pagsunod sa Panginoon. And always remember, when you give yourself in a service, He will always find a way for you. Kahit mahirap, kahit maraming pagsubok, kakayanin mo dahil His grace for you is overflowing. Di ka pababayaan ng Panginoon. At kung ang concerns mo ang family mo, the Lord will take care of your family. Yan kasi ang isang malaking concern ng mga those who are discerning, no? Paano ang pamilya ko? Ako ang inaasahan sa bahay. But in most of our experiences, no, as religious, the Lord will always provide for them in many ways. No? Hindi dahil na give up mo ang career mo, ang pamilya mo, wala ka nang kayang gawin, no? Your prayers will bring them closer to God. And in many ways, the Lord will always be there for them. Kaya, take the challenge, joyfully give yourself in His service, and embrace your calling wholeheartedly. Amen?
Amen. Thank you so much for that masayang pabaon, Father Arnel. No? If ever naman, Father, that hindi na talaga nila kaya mapigilan the calling within, parang this is your chance na po to promote or to speak na kung paano ba nila kayo ma-approach, especially ang ating mga OCD fathers and brothers.
No, at present, I am the National Vocation Director. They can contact me through our Facebook page, Samahang Men and Brown, or they can call me or message me to my FB, no, Arnel Panique, or directly message or contact me through my cell phone number 0918-944-8073. Just get in touch with me and I will help you in your discernment. And every first Sunday of the month, we have our monthly search-in via Zoom.
With that, thank you so much, Lovestruck, Father Arnel.
I hope many young people would be inspired of our masayang kwentuhan for tonight.
So thank you so much. Thank you. And we also pray for more vocations to the religious life.
Yes.
Especially for the CM, OCD nuns, and the OCD friars.
Ayan, tama, Father. Hashtag Together in Carmel, we
belong.
Yes. Okay. Ladj?
Ayan, so once again, I am your Lovestruck Kuya Ladj.
And I am your Lovestruck Kuya Je.
Kaya naman mga Lovestruck, always remember, mas kayang magmahal.
Kasi masayang magmahal. Bye!
Bye-bye!